So I am in lovely Cocoa Beach, where I have been for the last few days. I've been able to just spend some time relaxing in this pool. It's amazing. I met the owner of this house, Joe, through couchsurfing.org, I think. I'm not sure if it's org or com. Either way, I use the app. So I've used this in the last few years, and helps you connect with people who want to have guests and other people who are traveling. And so I've hosted a number of people from various places and countries, mostly other countries. I've had guests from Turkmenistan, from Argentina, Spain, from Italy, and so Russia, Ukraine. So I've had people from all over, and going to stay with people, it's just it's like Airbnb, sort of. Only you just get a room, and it's just hospitality. It's not like I'm paying for anything. And I showed up here about a half hour after he had a family card game that he has every Tuesday night. But he just left the back door open for me so I could come on in. And it's a strange thing, especially in the world we live in, where everybody's afraid of each other. But in the world of couch surfing, you just can open your life up to strangers. Part of it is that we get to leave reviews for one another on how we were as guests and how we were as hosts, and that keeps us honest. But part of it's just we want to connect with other people and hear interesting stories and all of that. So Joe had to leave town. He had a trip going to Detroit. And as it was, I was going to leave the morning he left, but after him, as long as I locked the door, and he's good with that. But then it worked out that he let me stay another night. And so today's my birthday, and to be able to wake up here and have some wonderful time floating in the pool. I went and watched the sunrise this morning, and it was just amazing. And I don't know, I just wanted to do a little video about where I'm going on this journey, what my intentions are, what my hopes are. This was set to be just a little over 2 months originally, and the climax of it, or the crux of it, was largely this performance at the historic Masonic Theater in Clifton Forge, Virginia. Last year, I stopped at basically 3 different places and inquired in person about booking a show at these places. So, fortunately, I was able to book both of those. So August 15th, I'll be playing music, original music at Songwriter Night, with a set there at the Empty Glass, which is a really cool place where I saw some amazing musicians last year. So I get to play there this year. And then August 26th, I'm doing my premiere of my Road to Will documentary as part of Steve McAlphabet's Wandering Soul Show. I can't even say it. Steve McAlphabet's Wandering Soul Road Show. That's kind of my goal for the next 5, 10 years, or however long I'm going to live, is to be able to continue traveling around and do these type of variety shows. So for this year, the Steve McAlphabet's Wandering Soul Road Show, it contains a shorter version of my Cowboy Cabaret show, where the audience gets to pick the songs that are played, and it opens up the gateway to the cowboy mystique. Then show the film, which is about an hour and 16 minutes now, I think. That also comes with a preview for a group of critters, the video that I did for that. And let's see what else. Oh, and then, of course, I do my Will Rogers Get the Bunk Out show. And so that's what it's comprised of this year. And then beyond that, I'm just traveling around exploring America. And I have decided I'm going to write a new song in every city that I go to. It doesn't necessarily have to be city specific, but I wrote one the other day that I'm very proud of with my first morning here, called I'm Just Getting Started. And that's kind of the way I feel. And I'm really grateful that God and all that is, and the universe and everything has conspired to give me this wonderful time of rest and rehearsal and everything. So grateful to Joe and all that is for allowing me this opportunity. And my goal, because I'm going to be visiting a lot of different couch surfers, I'm going to also be visiting an intentional community called the Oracle in Independence, Virginia, and I'll be doing a bit of a performance of my Will Rogers show there, and we're going to have an amazing discussion, so that should be interesting. And along the way, I want to start talking to people about my whole idea of ABC squared economics and really start to open up on this idea that we live lives as emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual beings, and we need to address each of those aspects of our lives. And that means with our emotions, we create the art of our lives. That's where we paint our colors through our relationships to both people and places and mediums, and everything that is in our world is how we create the artistry of our lives. And through that, we offer services that people will pay us for through our businesses. And these are skills that we offer to the world and that bring assistance to other people and help meet their needs, so that we can all meet our needs. And we all are also engaging in this whole citizenry thing. How do we run this whole show? Create roads to get from place to place safely, and create bridges that won't collapse on us, and keep ourselves safe, and teach one another and care for one another, and all of that, because we are also developing our whole community. And so I want to ask people how they create the art of their lives and what they do through their business, and how we can better engage in our citizenry and develop more vibrant communities, because I think that's what it's really got to be all about. So moving forward, I'm looking forward at where ABC squared economics takes us, is not only in the way we create our own lives, but also in the way that we create the lives that we create together, collaboratively. And I think ultimately that's where money can come in as a very useful tool, if we can see it as a tool and not as the goal itself, as it has been for so very long by so many people. So that's just a little bit of my goal. I just wanted to walk around and share that. This trip is going to be amazing. I can feel it already. I'm heading to Jacksonville today. Tomorrow I have an event at San Marco Books in Jacksonville to sign copies of A Group of Critters. And I'll probably be playing some music and doing some pay what you want poetry and all that. So updates to come, but this is where it's been so far. Anyway, that's kind of my thing. See ya.